The first place we went to on the Bear Witness trip was the Ezra Crossing, which is where a lot of people would go in and out to come and work in Israel. So again, another thing, we were just trying to welcome them, gave them jobs here, we gave them a crossing to come in and out of. And at the end of the day, they just killed us for no reason. The next place we went to was a place called Ashdod. And in Ashdod, there was a police station. Well, unfortunately, the terrorists broke into there. And there was nothing they could do except bomb it from above. This empty space here, over there, that's where Ashdod police station lay. And the terrorists were in there, and the only thing we could do to get them out and kill them was to bomb the whole thing. And now it's just a pile of dirt there. The whole police station and people inside are dead. It's gone. There's nothing you can do about it now. After that, we were looking around Ashdod, and something that really struck me as disgusting that they did to us. The people in Ashdod, they had to flee. They don't live there anymore, and you can see that by there's still Sukkots up, because it happened during Sukkot, and there's still sukkahs up that no one taken down because they haven't been back home. They haven't had the opportunity. They haven't been home for months, and it's just horrible thinking about all their clothes, all their stuff is still there, and they can't do anything about it. There was a yeshiva there that came back because they decided they're not scared, even though they're right by the border, and even though they might have to go to the bomb room multiple times a day, they still want to learn in their yeshiva, and they still want to take a part of it. Another place we went to was a kibbutz called Kibbutz Afik, I think, and over there they had a pile of stuff. This is all stuff from the Iron Dome that we've sent to stop the missiles from coming. All the shrapnel, all the stuff from the Iron Dome, they just have piles of it around the kibbutz, like a collection of a sign that we are winning. And over there we went to a shul, and it was absolutely horrible because whilst I was here during Simchat Torah, slightly still celebrating, even though there was a war and a lot of people had to go to the army, we were still like celebrating the Torah, celebrating everything. Whilst the people there, they still have all that Simchat Torah flags left on the table. They still have everything there. Nothing had been touched. We went to that shul and there was like a leak there, but no one would have known about it because no one's been there for so long. The shul still has their Simchat Torah notices up, everything, people's stuff, their Gemaras, their Siddurs, it's on the table, open. The little kids' flags is still on the tables. The little kids would have sat there with their father, waving a flag, just trying to celebrate the Torah, trying to celebrate 50 or almost 50 years. And then they just had to run to their bomb rooms and run out of the kibbutz. And in that kibbutz, around 20 people, workers, had died there. And we went to the places where the workers had lived, and it was horrible. It was all burnt there. It was so bad, like you can just see. That's where the workers lived. They just burnt it. They just burnt them and the workers with it. They killed the workers. They took 2 of the workers from that kibbutz into captivity, and they're still there. They're still captured in Gaza, and 20 of them did die. And all those people did, they weren't even Jewish. All they did was work. That's all they came to Israel to do. You can just see how horrible it is. That's the place they're supposed to be living in. This is their clothes that they would have gotten up in the morning. They would have picked their outfit, and they wouldn't have known that's their last outfit they were going to wear. They wouldn't have thought, oh my goodness, like this is the last outfit I'm ever going to pick. No, their beds that they slept in. This is the only bed that still had stuff. The other beds were completely destroyed. And you can see they didn't make that bed in the morning. Well, okay, but their stuff is still there. They would have woken up in the morning thinking it's a normal day, gone out to work and just gotten killed for no other reason except just wanting to work in Israel. One of their cow sheds completely destroyed, like something's like a bomb's fallen on top of it. And to think that that's just what, like, oh, it's just okay, that's normal. No, it's not. There was even one of these places where they had thrown a fire on 11/11, like they were happy it happened. They were like, wow, the Hamas people, they spray painted this on it, celebrating 11/11. And the place that hit me the most was the Noah Festival, which you can see here. This is the candles they lit that for the people that died. And all those stands are people with their faces on, double-sided faces. That means each stand had at least 2 people on it that had died there. And I stood there thinking to myself, wow, if I was a bit older, I could have gone to this festival. It could have been my friends on those stands. It could have been me on that stand. Just look how many stands there are, and there's so many more than that there. Like, you can't even get them all into one photo. And it's just absolutely horrible to think that that's what they've done to us. The people that went to a festival to celebrate life, to celebrate, just to be happy, just to be happy with one another, just to celebrate. And we just got completely destroyed, and they just died. They died there. To think I could have stood on ground where someone would have died there. They got shot. I didn't even know what. And another place we went to was a car graveyard. You can't really see the cars, but there's a ton of cars in the background. And those are all the cars that they collected from the war that have been shot, destroyed, all of those things from the Noma Festival, from any place. To think that those people in those cars, each car there has a different story. Each car there, something else happened to it. And they've all gone to this car graveyard because they're destroyed. Because Hamas has destroyed us. They ripped us apart. They raped us. They came just to destroy us. Why? Because they think they should be living here. At the end of the day, we gave them Gaza. We accept them. There was people who live in the south. They were neighbors with them. They would farm together. They thought they were friends with the Hamas people, with the Gazanians. And at the end of the day, they're just trying to kill us. And there's nothing you can do anymore. And now the war's coming up here, into Lebanon, into Syria. And it's just horrible to wonder what's going to happen next. So a big thing is, I think now after this war, is you just really have to live in the moment. Because you don't know what's going to happen next. If someone would have told me on some hot Torah evening that the next day there was going to be a war, and I wouldn't be the same ever again, I would have laughed in their faces. I would have thought that's so funny. And I'm sure everyone else there in the south thought the same thing. And everyone knows someone who's been killed or kidnapped. Even me, who I don't have any family here, anything else, I know people that have died, have been murdered. Thank God I don't know anyone that's been kidnapped, but there's just so many horrible things, and everyone has someone they know that's been affected by this. And it's just horrible to think that that's it. Maybe if I was a bit older, I could have been on guard watch for the border, and I could have been the people that were shot. I could have been the people that were dead. And you just really have to live in the moment, because you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring anymore. Whether Lebanon's going to attack, whether Hamas is going to regain strength, you just don't know. And you just have to celebrate every moment you have to live, like those people at the Nova Festival wants to do. Like those workers who are just here to work. And there's been so many miracles throughout this whole war. And it's so great to see how everyone's come together, and we all just want the best for everyone else. And you just have to come to Israel. You have to witness the bear witness yourself. You have to do it. You have to go through it, even if it's hard. Even if you're not the same after. It's so important to do that, so you can see what's really happened. Even if we show you all the pictures that we took from there, all the videos, you won't actually understand. You won't feel what you feel in the moment. You just have to go there yourself, and you have to feel it yourself. You have to witness it yourself. We looked through binoculars there, and we saw Gaza. To be honest, it looks like hell. That's what I imagine how to be. And I can't imagine what the soldiers are going through there. They're fighting, they're scared, they don't know if their loved ones are okay, because you don't have phones. You don't have anything. You don't have connection to the outside world there, and it's hell. There's bombs. It looks like hell. From where I was standing, I thought I was looking into hell. And to think that our soldiers are there in hell protecting us, the least people can do is support Israel, instead of supporting Hamas, because they are the ones that are causing all of this. They're the ones that are causing every Jewish person or everyone that has a Jewish friend, Jewish relative, to live in fear. We are so worried about what tomorrow will bring that it's just unbelievable. And to think that over half the population don't even believe us. They think we're speculating. It never happened. You just have to go there. You have to see for yourself. And it's just horrible. Even in the places we went to, there was bomb shelters all over the place, because they are normal. They're used to getting a siren every 3 weeks, which is still living in fear. Even before the war, they were living in fear. None of it was okay even before the war. But in the war, they just came here, they attacked us, they raped us, To think that if I was on holiday in the south, I could have been raped, I could have been taken away from my family, I probably would have been slaughtered to death. So I'm so thankful to God that I wasn't there. But you just have to go there to the south and see what it's like. Unfortunately, I never went to the south before the war, so I'm not sure what I could compare it to. But from what I saw, it was a beautiful place. And like, I understand why people want to live there to defend their countries. But it's so unsafe there, and it's just horrible to even think what the people over there went through. To be taken from their homes for over 3 months, they still haven't been able to go back there. It's horrible. They have to live in hotels, they have to do everything. It's just so bad just because they want to live on the other side of the country. And just because Hamas can't have us. I don't even know why they hate us so much. They just need to hate something. So they picked us. The Jews always seem to be the one that being hated on. But at the end of the day, we do nothing wrong. We just want peace. So yeah.